Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the E45 podcast. And I got myself Hector, also known as CN6. And with me, I got Mario.
What up?
And we got a special guest in the building. We got Danny.
What's up, everybody?
And tonight we are going to be reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is it? Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, guys, I just want to give you guys a few announcements. We'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Google, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at E45 Podcast or go to E45podcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Also, make sure you follow our second YouTube channel called E45 Clips. That's where we upload all of our clips, or if you don't have enough time to listen to the whole podcast, we'll post all the highlights through there. Also, make sure you follow our main page called E45 to stay up to date with any geek news and films, TV, and video games. The socials are at E45 or go to E45vision.com. You're going to find all of our socials through there. All the links will be down in the description. But yeah, guys, let's get into it. Mutant Mayhem. And we're going to start off with like a non-spoiler review of what we thought of it and everything, give our rating, and then we'll announce when we're going to the spoiler section. So yeah, who wants to go first? Mario, you want to go first?
I guess you can say
He's about to spit some more shit.
With this movie, because of the animation, I mean, I pulled the similarity with Spider-Man. The animation is to me is very similar.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, I had kind of high expectations for this movie. I'm not gonna say super high, you know what I mean? Not for Oppenheimer, you know what I mean? Or Oppenheimer, my bad.
Yeah.
But it was up there. I'm like, okay, I expect this to be something like I really enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But after leaving it, I think I kind of left underwhelmed.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's pretty much what I would pretty much my brief quick summary.
That's crazy.
I can let you guys speak more on it.
That's
Okay. So I guess we should start off with when we saw the trailer, right? When we first saw the trailer, I'm assuming that's what you thought, right, Mario?
I'm assuming I'm not gonna put it up there even with Spider-Man. I wasn't getting those expectations. I'm like, oh, I know it's gonna be a banger. I just had I'm gonna enjoy this.
I mean, yeah, when the trailer first came out, I thought of it like that. It reminded me of the Spider-Man, and I'm not gonna lie, man, Spider-Man been putting on game, right? We even saw snippets of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, where some sections look like Spider-Man animation, and I've noticed a lot of more animators are starting to use that type of animation because it looks cool, and I truly think this movie took inspiration from those, especially Spider-Man. And yeah, I thought I was gonna be banging, man. I'm not a hardcore diehard fan for TMNT. I remember watching them when I was a kid and stuff. I know who the character, even the characters. Not gonna lie, I get sometimes confused and shit. I know about Shredder, all these different characters, whatever. I'd watch. Right. I would never how to explain this. When you come home from school and then it's on, you just watch an episode. That was basically me, bro. I was never
oh shit, I gotta catch the
new
bro. Episode.
Or and I never followed their story like that. Or
I was the same way.
I never got I never had fucking what are they called? Sneakers or backpack with TMNT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't that hardcore of a fan, and I haven't seen the other movies.
I saw the first one.
Which one? Which one?
The IRL one.
Because there's a bunch of them.
There's the newest ones.
The Michael Bay one.
Yeah. I saw the first one.
I only saw the first one too.
No, I haven't seen either of them, or even the OG movies, the live action suit ones.
Yeah.
So what about you? What was your first reaction, Danny, to the trailer and everything?
I'll be honest with you guys. I genuinely did not watch the trailer. I only heard of the movie coming out, so I kind of went, blindsided, and I just went into the film. So all I heard was that there was a new TMNT film coming out. It was going to be animated, and before we even left, your house, Barber, to go catch the movie, I was seeing decent amount of people say some positive, things about the film, and so that got me really hyped, right?
So you never saw the animation?
I did not know. I didn't know that the animation was gonna be like Spider-Man. It wasn't until the end of the film where should I say this to later? Or should I say no?
Just no spoilers.
No. It was just about the animation. How I told you that I don't know, the animation to me, it kind of bugged me in a way. For me, I enjoyed it the way it looked, but there was moments in the film where it was a little too much for me, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I can see that they took inspiration from Spider-Man because that's what Hector said after the film, and I could see that, you know, the inspiration. But I don't know, there was just certain
you didn't like
parts,
it as much.
Yeah, where it was like, oh, like what the fuck, like, you know, what happened. Then granted, you know, I'm gonna say this is for you folks. I kind of fell asleep near the end of the film for like 25 minutes, literally for the ending.
Like every movie we see with Danny, he always takes a nap.
Yeah.
He always falls asleep.
I don't know what it was, but I missed the ending.
I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. Like
my sleeping schedule.
That's why you're not the main co-host in this bitch. Like this motherfucker. Like this is why you're just the guest, bro. Like every fucking
like you truly are a special guest, man.
Yeah. No, but
every fucking movie.
But I enjoyed the film nonetheless.
Even though I don't know what the fuck happened for 40 minutes.
20 for you.
It's 20, whatever. But okay, that's actually interesting. You didn't see the trailer at all, cause like I said, man, ever since this pod, bro, like this is the most movies I've seen.
Same here.
In under a year, bro.
Same here, man.
Like before this pod, bro, I would just watch maybe 3-4 movies out the year with my cousins and shit like that. But like now it's like, what the fuck? So now every time we see a new movie, they put sometimes like new trailers of stuff.
Right.
So I think that was the first time we saw it. Actually, I think that's the first time I saw it.
That's when, same here.
Oh, you didn't see it on social media?
Nah, bro.
No.
I saw it in the theater.
You too, Mario?
I saw it on social media, but I was like, I'm like,
I'll watch it later.
I'll watch it later. Yeah,
Okay.
like on YouTube, because you know I'm at work, bro.
Right.
Don't give us Wi-Fi, so I prefer to watch it in higher quality.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No,
that's
yeah.
Interesting.
Bro. Like same here. Fucking But okay, so I'm trying to remember from the trailer, Mario, if they gave like a synopsis of what. I don't think they gave a synopsis on the plot. So essentially, guys, we're not gonna give a synopsis on the plot because I believe in the trailer they didn't really show that. I mean, it's kind of what you just guess. It's just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're a bit more younger, I guess, than from what I remember from the like classic TV shows, like the ones that are more
mature and stuff. like that.
Yeah, those were raw, and it's weird because like it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Teenage. Them motherfuckers look like grown men in that bit.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm talking about?
They look like adults.
They look like adults, and they were talking like adults and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? They're teenage. So I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. But yeah. So essentially, guys, you know, we get a little bit of like we do get like their origin story in this movie. I don't know if it's the same as like. From the comics or the shows, I don't know.
I wouldn't
guys.
know that
We
either.
do not know.
So let us know in the comments wherever you're listening to. Come to YouTube, comment down below. Like, is it like fairly accurate with that? Because even with like the characters, I recognize some of the characters. Like the girl April, right? Her, I remember her from the TV shows, but I believe like she was a white redhead girl, right? And here, okay. So I was like. So I don't know if her origin story with her like meeting them or finding them was real. Like I mean, not real, like accurate or whatever. Same with Superfly. Like the
I never heard of him.
The villain in this movie. I'm not sure if like he was in the comics or whatever. I do recognize seeing like a rhino type shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
I remember. I feel like I've seen
the
that.
rhino and that warhog. The one that Seth Rogen played.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen those before. But yeah, guys. So I would say another thing that I guess I really like too because this is a fun movie, right? It's definitely one of those movies that you don't have to be super invested in, you know, just like how you need to be invested with Oppenheimer. For example, Danny fell asleep 20-25 minutes and he still loved it, right?
Yeah.
Even in the 20-25 minutes, that's a huge chunk of the movie because this movie is an hour, 49?
An hour 39.
An hour 39. And not going to lie, speaking of that, right? The runtime, an hour 39. And not going to lie, bro, it felt longer.
For you too, right? For you too?
It felt longer for me, man. I don't know. What do you think about that, Mario?
Nah, for me, it felt... I mean, and it could just be... I'm so used to fucking 2 hours now. But to me, it felt short.
Oh, yeah?
But
okay.
I don't know if I can contribute that to me feeling underwhelmed, or is it because of the fact I'm just so fucking used to like 2.5 hour movies? You know what I mean?
No, I could see that. I mean, that's what I was thinking too. But to be honest with you, no, bro. Like this movie felt like longer, like at least longer than the 39-minute mark. You know what I mean? It's definitely, like I said before, it's definitely a fun movie. It's a family movie.
That's for
sure. When we went, there was, their parents and kids, kids laughing it up and stuff. A bunch of funny jokes and stuff. They also reference a lot of pop culture.
That's facts.
Like current pop culture.
Fucking like Marvel.
Celebrities, Marvels, yeah.
Like
anime.
Even the lingo, right?
They say Riz in this movie.
Yeah, right.
That shit was funny.
And they say "yer" and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff. And then Michelangelo starts twerking and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of like pop culture references, a lot of modern types of shit that goes on and everything. So I thought it was really cool. I guess let's talk about the overall plot and the villain. We won't say like what the villain is and what his intentions are, but just like, what did you guys think of the main villain in this film? Mario, I know you had something to say.
I mean, when it comes to the main villain in this movie, I don't know. If to me, he didn't really feel like much of a threat to me, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just because in this movie we kind of have two villains, and because we have two, and we don't really get to focus on one, it's kind of like I kind of don't care about either of you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really see you like, yeah, you're doing something bad, but to me as the audience, I'm like, well, I don't think you're a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have that like, oh shit, like he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
I just thought like, oh, he's playing the bad guy role because there needs to be a bad guy role in the movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just felt really underwhelming to me when it comes to both villains in this movie.
I guess another thing too, bro. Did you like the animation?
Yeah, I liked it.
You liked it?
I did.
You weren't like Danny were like.
No, I mean, animation's like my niche, bro. I love animation in general, and this animation I like too.
Okay. What about you, Danny? What'd you think of the villain?
So
without spoilers.
Without spoilers, like Mario said, there was two villains. The only one that kind of didn't really make sense. If anything, I took the organization, right? Like, we'll just call them that because I don't. Yeah. I don't know I don't remember.
I forgot the acronym.
Yeah, I forgot the name, but basically, one villain who was like an organization. To me, they kind of felt like a filler within a movie because the reason why I say fillers because they were pretty much like making us, the audience, believe that they were setting something up, for them. But then little did we know, they had the other villain who was supposed to be the main villain, right? And so the organization me felt like filler, right? Yeah, I guess it's cool to introduce them because we'll talk later in the spoiler part why they're important. But so yeah, that's how I felt about the organization villain. And then as far as the other villain, who was the main one. He was pretty cool. I mean, my boy Ice Cube played him. It was kind of funny. I also didn't really take him serious just because I heard Ice Cube's voice. Yeah. And it was a little weird to take him seriously when it wasn't just him. Like, if it was just him and he, like, we knew of, like, his plan and all, maybe I would have taken him more serious. But because he had his, like, family and he had other, like, his family with him, it was just a lot of people.
Bro, that's how I felt with Splinter. That's how I felt with Jackie Chan. Like when
Splinter.
When he was talking, and it was Jackie Chan, right? I just heard Jackie Chan.
Yeah, bro.
And
I couldn't take him seriously.
And I couldn't take him seriously until like later on in the movie. I was just getting used to it. I'm like, all right, cool. But the very jump, I'm like, I felt like his voice didn't necessarily fit.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I felt that too.
What do you think, Mario?
It's not that his voice bothered me or anything like that. It's just that I remember, from what I remember from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I remember his character. What's his character's name again?
Splinter?
Master Splinter. I remember him like being more badass.
Yeah.
And in this movie, he's kind of like quirky. Oh, I'm clumsy, but I have my badass moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I remember him being more wise, more knowledgeable, more of a. He is a mentor. He is a father to them, right? But it just felt more. I guess you could say more.
and
better.
Not only that, they also explain like his origin, which, like I said, guys, we don't know if it's like entirely accurate. So let us know in the comments. We don't know. And I guess now that we're speaking of characters, Danny, I know you had your little gripes or whatever with certain characters of how they behaved and stuff. Yeah. Without any spoilers, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just got to remind you, bro, because I'm worried you're going to slip up, bro.
No, I know. That's
but, like,
not... That's
but yeah, just explain, like, what about the Ninja Turtles themselves? Like, I remember you had your thoughts on that.
So I'll start with them because Master Splinter is someone also that I have some things to say about him. But I'll start with, like, two out of the four turtles. Yeah. So Leonardo, obviously, you know, for like everybody kind of considers him the leader because that's what they call him too in the movies, the leader. Like, you're supposed to lead us. Yeah. From what I vividly remember growing up as a kid, he was more of that like serious turtle along with Raphael. And you know, Leonardo, like, yeah, like he's supposed to lead his three other brothers, and Donatello, which is the purple turtle with the stick, he's like the more like calm, wise, you know, like smart one, you know. But in this film, I don't know if it's because maybe the way like they you know, show off the characters as like being a more younger, you know, more for like the younger kids. Yeah. You know, they try to like have us relate to them in a sense. But Donatello, he was kind of acting not like he normally would in like previous films or like shows and stuff like that. And same thing with Leonardo. And with Master Splinter, same thing with Mario said, you know, he wasn't acting more wise. If anything, when we got to look at his background, because I never really understood his background either when I was growing up, you know, the way that we're introduced by how he learned the martial arts and like all that stuff. I found that very like cheesy. That's how I found it. It's very cheesy, right? But
and that's why I'm wondering, is that how it was in the shows in the comics?
I don't think so.
But if it is, I don't.
But yeah, it seemed kind of cheesy.
It was very cheesy. We'll get into it, you know. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but that's
no, it is a spoiler. Say. Like the way he becomes. Yeah.
And what is it? There was one other thing. Is that
who else?
Oh, yeah. Like, for me, if anything, one, he wasn't wise. And two, for me, he kind of just acted like a grumpy old, like, grandpa, if anything. You get me? Like, he was preventing him from being able to do much more. Yeah. Oh, he was preventing his sons to do much more. And I don't know. I mean, at least I didn't grow up with, you know, from, like, the Turtles and the... And the Splinter that I knew.
Yeah, so like I said with me, man, I do remember. I do agree, Danny, that I do remember the Leonardo.
Yeah.
That he was like the more wise one, the more leader, more like serious or whatever. But like I said, I guess I could make the counter argument, right? And many people, I guess, listening, is that these guys are teens. They're just kids.
That's true.
You know, they're just fucking around. You know, they're like they're still not at that level of like. Where they have shit on lockdown, if that makes sense.
You're right.
Like, they're still kids. They're just fucking around, whatever. And like I said, it's very funny. The chemistry is really cool. Like, I did see that the 4 kids who voiced them were placed in the same room recording their lines.
Yeah, you did that for chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because usually when you do VR, you're alone in a booth. And you just send your recordings.
Oh, I got you.
But I think Seth Rogen, who directed this, or did he produce it? He produced it, right? One of the two, right? But he said when he worked on a movie that the director had them all in the same room, and he said how he really loved that and that the movie turned out better because of it. And so that's why they had all the kids, the four turtles, in the same room recording, because they would be much better, more enjoyable.
The director was Jeff Rowe.
Oh yeah, so I'm pretty sure Seth Rogen just produced it, but that's why they did that for like better chemistry. And
oh shit, like, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, but the chemistry is the one thing I did love about the Turtles.
No, yeah, man, it's definitely fun. It's family friendly. It's a good time. It's a blast. It's not something you have to be super invested in. It's not very complicated either. Like, they pretty much like
very simple story.
A very simple plot.
Right.
They describe and they explain everything, even the origins of everybody, of how they come from and how things worked and everything. It's very simple film, and the animation is great and everything. But yeah, I guess want to get to our ratings, or do you want to say something else?
Oh, I was just gonna say while I was watching the film,
yeah,
I had to just continue to remind myself that the film, was a Nickelodeon movie.
Oh yeah,
and I just feel like maybe if it wasn't from Nickelodeon, like the studios of Nickelodeon, maybe it would have been a little bit more mature, But just because how Nickelodeon tends to do their movies, it's aimed towards more for kids, so it can be more relatable for the kids.
True.
So
I also even like their like take on these Ninja Turtles like this, like how they were kids and everything, and honestly, even if it was made for kids, like I don't know, man, I truly think even if you're not a kid, you still enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
You know what I mean? Like we enjoyed it. Like we enjoyed it. It was fun. It was cool. Obviously there's some more serious elements that we'll describe like in the spoiler section. So there are some serious elements that kind of like in the very beginning of the movie that kind of like, hits you a bit,
Yeah.
But we could get into that like in the spoiler section. You're going to finish your thoughts, Danny?
Oh, that's pretty much it.
Oh, is it? All right. I guess let's go, Mario, let's go with you, bro. Let's, your rating. What do you rate this film?
I would probably give this film probably like a 7.
A 7?
I think we'd probably give it a 7.
That's crazy.
I thought you were going to say something else. But
what, a 6?
A 7?
No, I thought you were going to say at least like an 8, maybe a 9.
Nah, it's 7.
But a 7 though?
I'll probably give it a 9. I'll probably give it a 7.
All right, a 7. Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
But I do agree with Mario's point where, like, yes, the villain felt like a little bit like it was a bit lacking. But yeah, I mean, besides that, man, everything I pretty much liked everything else, like in this movie, even the animation, everything. I guess. All right, Dan, let's go with you, bro. What do you?
I'm gonna say the same thing as 7. That's what I was gonna say.
I thought you love this movie more.
Which is why when you said a 7, it caught me off guard. The reason why I say 7 is because, like I mentioned, we're introduced to 2 different villains. One being an organization, the other being the actual main villain. The organization felt more like filler, so it can introduce, some other stuff, right, that they show later in the film. And then, like, the animation, it was kind of like I had a little bit of issues with it.
Wow.
And just like with like just the way like the turtles acted comparing how I am familiar with them, so there was a little bit more elements to it, which is why I'm giving it a 7.
Wow.
But just because it's a 7,
just like, wow,
don't think
y'all
that
really
I didn't
gonna make me
enjoy
alone
it.
on this rating. Oh,
that's crazy.
Why? What are you gonna say?
I was
you were gonna give it an 8.
I was gonna give it an 8.
All right, see, I'm flabbergasted.
That's what I thought he was gonna give.
I thought this was a great movie.
It was.
It's a great movie. I didn't think it was excellent. I didn't think it was like, what the fuck, or like, you know what I mean, or like a masterpiece like the Batman. Right? But like, it was a great movie, man. Like, other than, like I said, I agree with Mario that the villain wasn't all like quite there, but everything else, man, the chemistry, the references, the Jackie Chan, even like I really like it, like he grew on me later on. Same with Ice Cube's voice acting and everything.
Yeah,
like the colors, right? The colors, the type of animation, I really like that. And the simplicity of it, yet they do add some mature themes. Like, yeah, man, I thought it was a great movie, man. I don't think it was like anything
spectacular,
like the Batman, like, you know what I mean, type shit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give this an 8, guys. Mario, do you want to give your rating? I mean, not your rating. Your is it worth the ticket? That's crazy, bro. A 7 from Mario, that's crazy. A 7 from you too, bitch. You were hyping this movie up like crazy at the end. Yo, that's
I was gonna say.
Yo, I thought he was gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, dude, same here.
Hey, bro.
A 7?
You said like, bro, I fucking love this movie. I fell asleep.
So you're saying I like the movie more than you, bro? Look, bro? You were talking this movie. You were hyping up this movie more than me.
That's true. But look, let me give it to you like this, bro. Y'all kept giving me ass, right? Y'all kept being on my ass about my ratings,
hey, y'all keep giving me ass. Like, we're getting sick of this booty. I'm getting sick of that ass.
Y'all keep being on my ass when it comes to me rating certain movies, so I'm gonna try my best to start rating it like how you douches, tend to rate the film. So that's why I gave it a 7.
I mean, a 7 is good. It's still good.
Yes,
it is.
Good.
No, but like if you ask me, like me personally, off pod, bro, I felt like a little kid, bro. I felt like a kid being there and watching the film. Yeah. If anything, I think I was cheering with the kids in the film. In the theater,
the kids were laughing.
The kids were laughing.
Dude, the kids were laughing and shit.
There was one kid who was like laughing loud as hell. But Loki was kind of adorable. I'm like, oh, that's a kid.
Yeah. No, but they were laughing. Dude, that one kid was like laughing and shit. I thought it was Danny. I was like, Danny, shut the fuck up. I was like, Danny, what the fuck, bro? Like, shut up. Oh shit, it's not you, bro. He's like, it's not me, bro. Oh fuck, my bad, bro. I didn't know.
But yeah, bro. Okay. But that's why I gave it a 7. But just go ahead, bro. With you, Mario.
Oh yeah, the movie ticket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, man, listen, man. If you have a family, like you got a little munchkin with you.
Munchkins.
If you got a little Danny with you.
If you got a Danny with you, bro, straight up, bro. Hey, go for it. But if you don't.
Give you
like a little kid, he'd be sleeping in the theater, bro. This motherfucker be sleeping, dude.
Give you a reason to watch the film, bro.
Like, dude, every movie that we saw with him, he fell asleep in. And the ones we reviewed, he was in. He slept in 65.
Yeah.
Scream. No, I saw all of 65.
No, you slept in 65, bro.
I slept through Scream.
No, but you also slept a bit in 65.
I did?
I swear to God, bro.
I don't recall that.
You don't recall many things.
But I recall this.
But, all right, Mario. So, did you say yes, it was worth of a ticket?
If you got a family, it is. But
so if you don't have a family,
but if you don't got a family, I say wait until.
What about your boys?
I mean, if
like with those, like it's not lit.
If you're into nerdy shit, then I can see why you want to pull up to this. But if you're not really into nerdy shit, this isn't a movie you don't want to check out.
I think if you really like TMNT, man, this is a movie for you.
But if you're not like a huge fan, then I think you can wait on it. And wait until it hits on like Amazon.
Okay, what is this?
Netflix.
Okay, what's up with ticket? Regular admission, Dolby, IMAX.
Regular, but it's regular for sure.
What about $5 Tuesdays?
I mean, shit, yeah. Regular ticket.
Mario's gonna say that's the best time.
All right, so guys, actually before I end it off, guys, we are going to be doing I should have said this in the beginning. We're gonna be doing a 500 sub special. I have all of your questions. We're gonna answer them in that pod. It's gonna be most likely it's gonna be the one after this one. And not only that, I also forgot to mention a story that in our review for Talk to Me. If you have not seen our if you're not listening to that review, Talk to Me, go listen to it. It's actually fire. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie either, go watch it. It's fire.
The movie was fire.
Right. But yeah, it's an incident that happened while we went to go see that movie that I forgot to mention in that pod. So I'm actually gonna mention it in this pod as soon as we get into the spoiler section. It won't take up too much time. But yeah, if you're interested in that, then just stay for that. But yeah, guys. So just recap: Mario and Danny, they gave it a 7. I gave it an 8. I'm like shocked, bro. I really thought like at least Mario was gonna give it an 8, or like you, Danny, a 9 or an 8 with me at least.
He shocked me because I thought he was.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Like, that's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, guys. So with that being said, that is gonna be the end of our non-spoiler review. We're gonna give you guys a couple seconds to click off because we're about to jump in the spoiler section, plus the mini story that happened in the Talk to Me review that I forgot to mention there. So yeah, give you a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're back.
Why'd you go 1, 2, 3?
What do you mean?
You said 1, 2, 3. Isn't it 3, 2, 1? All right, and spoilers.
It's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. It's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Am I
tripping? It just sounds funny. 1, 2.
Because usually people go 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
like
people usually count
like
down.
You count down to 0, and then it
2. No, but 1, 2, 3, go.
But like 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the same shit, bro. I literally thought, not gonna lie, when you guys said that, I literally thought I miscounted. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Am I tripping? Did I say like 2, 5, 7 or like? That's what I was saying. Like, yo, did I fuck that up?
You know what? I just thought of the fucking Mission Impossible. Like, no, bro, it's a train whistle. No, it's a horn. Wait a minute. It's actually a whistle. You're right.
Yeah, train whistle.
Yo, when I listened to that podcast, I forgot I did that, and I was dying at work.
A train whistle. Yeah, because we saw Mission Impossible, Danny, right? And there's a train, and then I was saying how I mentioned the train whistle, and then he was laughing. He's like, "What? Train whistle?
No, it's a train horn."
I'm like, a train horn.
And then he goes along with it. He's like, "Yeah, a train horn."
I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
He goes, "Yeah, a train horn." No, Mario, it's a train whistle. And then I go, Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think his train horn don't sound right.
Right, train horn.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
Horn?
It's a train whistle.
Once I heard him say it, I was like, wait a minute, I'm wrong. That shit don't sound right.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I'm tweaking. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, whatever. Yeah, slap on his knob, right?
Like corn on the cob.
Like on a cob. You feel me? Get this optimum, maximize primal cock. Fuck, we gotta explain that now.
Yeah.
So on the way to the theater, guys, we're just fucking around, right? and I don't know why we brought this up. I think I said it, didn't I?
Yeah, you were the one.
I said it.
You started it, and then I said something, and then Danny.
I don't know why I said it. I forgot what I said. I said, "How about I maximize this cock inside or some shit like to Danny or something." And he's like, "What?" And then we started talking about like, and then Mario was like, "Maximize," like in the Transformers movie.
Yeah.
You want this maximized primal cock. We were just fucking around like that, man. Primal, because the Optimus Primal, the primal animals and stuff for Transformers. If you haven't seen that review, go check that one out as well. But yeah, okay. So, anyways, before we get into spoilers, let me talk about the little situation that happened and when we saw the movie Talk to Me. Right. You don't know this, so it'd be interesting for you.
Go ahead.
So we want to go see the movie pretty early. I think it was like 1 p.m. or something.
Yeah, normal time, like 1:30.
And obviously, there's not that many people, right? And so Mario and I were like all the way in the top seats and stuff, and then maybe like 4 seats down from me, or maybe 2 or 3.
I think it was 2 or 3, 2 to 3.
2 to 3 seats down, whatever. It was like a couple.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Like a couple, bro. Like they look grown. Like they probably like in their mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
And they came in with like drinks in their hands. They came in and they sat there and everything. Everything's cool, right? All right. They got there kind of late. And for whatever reason, bro, they started like being loud as fuck, like just talking like loud, and like doing
like actual loud,
like actually pretty loud. Or like I was like, look at them, like, yo, what the fuck, whatever. And when the movie started, like they left the theater, and then they came back, and they came back with more drinks.
Yeah.
And it was like 1 p.m. or something, bro. Because remember they have like a bar.
I didn't
know they had an open bar at that time. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
So they would bring their drinks, whatever, and then they would just be talking now, like, oh my god, or like if something happened, like the girl would be like, oh my god, like no, like oh my, I wish he would. Like she would just make remarks that are super loud, and then they would do like some kiddie shit where the girl would like giggle and laugh and like smack him. Like you heard, oh shit, my bad. I just smacked this dude's head. Like,
what the hell? Hopefully the mics caught that shit, bro.
It sounded like a smack. I actually smacked Danny. Look, Mario's dying right now,
bro.
How about you slap this? How about I slap this maximized primal cock
it's
on your
the way
face?
he smacked you. Like the girlfriend would like smack him.
I did not do it like that.
This fucking guy, bro.
I did not smack him like that. Mario acted like I smacked him like all like, you know, like happy and shit. For those of y'all know. Like,
oh shit, that was
no, but actually I smacked Danny's hand. I actually smacked it like pretty hard.
She called me off guard. Huh?
Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. I was just summing to the story.
God, that was
well, you know, yeah, she ends up smacking him.
She smacks
him.
Like play fighting.
Right.
Like babe, stop it.
Yeah, like when you see like teenagers, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Another thing that was weird too, and I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much, is the girl was like closest to me. So usually, I don't know, like it's just me, like I don't know what it is. Like if I'm sitting like if I have like another if I'm there like with a girl or something like that and I see there's a guy, I'm putting myself next to the guy. You know what I mean? And then my girl like on the other side. I don't know, is that like a
like what happened to me in the situation?
Oh yeah, I think that's normal though. And like kind of what happened with Mario, right? Where like the dad sat next to you instead of you sitting next to his wife or kid, you know? Yeah. It's just one of those things, like you know how like you're walking down the street with your girl, like you put her on.
You see a stranger.
No, not that, but like I was say, like when you're walking in the street and like in the sidewalk, you put yourself on the
like
on the side of the road,
closer to the
road.
car, closer to the cars, and your girl on the
I don't know. It's just a like a
polite.
Yeah, it's just like a I don't know. That's just how I am, right?
Yeah.
So anything, it was kind of weird because that guy didn't do that. Like the guy let the girl sit relatively next to me. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And so she was obviously closer to me, and she was like talking loud as fuck, and like throughout the movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. It was annoying as fuck. And I'm like, yo, Mar, like, no way, bro. Like, this shit's fucking annoying.
And Hector gave him chances, bro. It wasn't like they were allowed once. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. No, it was like, he was like, once, twice, 3 times. The motherfucker, you out.
Like they were being loud, and I'm like, all right, cool. They're just gonna calm down. There's just, it's the beginning of the movie. Nothing crazy is happening. Cool. And then it got to the point where like they were smacking each other, play fighting, like I'm like giggling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they were just loud, bro, like that, just loud, making comments and stuff. When it was like a dialogue moment where people are talking and stuff, and I couldn't fucking hear. And I swear to God to you, I literally looked to them. I looked towards the girl because the girl's near to me. I'm like, hey, excuse me. And then she turns around like she's disgusted, like like she turns around like
who are you?
Yeah, type shit. Like
eyeing me down. Want?
Yeah, like eyeing me down type shit.
Yeah.
And obviously the dude obviously is like leaning in or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, yo, can you guys please be quiet? Like you guys are being really loud. Yeah. And they're like,
can you be quiet?
No, they're just like, oh, like
yeah, okay.
They just okay, like all right, and they just shook their head, and then they went back. And then maybe like a minute or two later, they left.
For real?
They got up and went all the way to the front of the theater, and they sat there. Yeah. So I made them change their seats.
Good girl.
I swear to God, like
that's actually funny.
Yeah, I'm like, cause dude,
they were loud.
Dude, they were loud.
So
as
you
fuck.
pulled like an Arado when we went to go see Saw, where he turned around with a group of
Yo,
girls.
can
y'all be quiet, please?
Yeah, right. That's what I did, bro. I'm like, hey, can you guys like please be quiet? You guys are being really loud. Like I said it like in a very like stern like way.
You did, bro.
And they were like looking at me, and then the guy was like, he gave me a thumbs up. He's all right, nodding his head, cool. And then I was like, all right, cool.
You were scared of Hector.
I don't know, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Scared him.
I don't fucking know, bro. Whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then for 2 minutes it was just quiet. Mm-hmm. Then they decided to leave. And me, I'm thinking, oh, they're probably gonna get more drinks or whatever. I don't know. But no, I was watching them on some stalker shit. On some you shit. Mm-hmm. Joel Goldberg shit.
Uh-huh.
They were walking down the steps, and they went to the like very front because, like I said, this theater was practically empty. Yeah. There was a bunch of seats, so they just went all the way down, and they just sat down in the front, and that was it. And this was like relatively beginning of the movie, maybe 20 minutes in or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, thank God I made them leave, bro, because like, dude, they were fucking annoying, bro.
They were drunk,
bro. Drunk, they were fucking grown people, dude. Yeah, like grown fucking people, like mid-20s, late 20s, and you're acting like this, playing like handsies or some shit, being loud and what the fuck. And then throughout the movie, bro, I would see them. I don't know if Mario would. I would see them get up and leave the theater and then come back. Like they did that like maybe 4 more times.
At both at the same time or one?
At the same time. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, they're probably drinking, bro. And like even from there, I would hear them. Even from them, we're all the way in the top. They were all the way in the bottom. Even then, there were some moments, bro, where I could hear them talking. Damn. And I was like, God damn. But that was it. Like, it was some moments, right? And then it wasn't until the very end of the movie where we were going down and Mari and I passed the seats that they were at. And sure enough, they left, like, their drinks there.
And the dude left his hat.
He
forgot it.
He forgot his baseball cap. Damn. So, like, yeah, they were probably drinking. They were drinking. They were drunk, bro. That's why. Bro. But to me, I'm like, dude. What the fuck? It's like 1:30 p.m.
at a movie theater.
You're drinking.
Let me give it to you.
He probably tried to get some slobby top.
Let me give it to you like this, bro. It's 5 p.m. somewhere, baby.
That's what I said. That
it's 5 p.m. somewhere.
We're leaving. I'm like, hey, man. I literally said, because he said like, yo, bro, it's like it's fucking literally like. By the time the movie finished, it was like what 2:33. It's like, bro, it's literally 2:03. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, hey, man, it's 5 p.m. somewhere.
No, I get it. I get it, bro.
No, I know.
I get it. But yeah, but like, why be annoying as fuck at a movie, bro?
It's just really obnoxious.
My thing too is why the fuck did they choose to sit literally close to you guys when
I don't know, bro.
When you're telling me the full like theater room
was
like,
bro, it was pretty
empty.
Yes, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they got those. I don't know. Come on, man. We know what's up, bro. It was in the corner. We're all the way in the top. They were in the corner. They were in the corner.
Yeah. For those of you that know what's up, you know what's up.
They were in the corner, bro. They were trying to get freaky deaky, bro. And then I had to ruin their night, be like, yo, bitch, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to get this in, man.
Hector almost had the front row seats to the freaky deaky show.
Like, yeah, like if you ain't gonna give me, like,
if you ain't letting me join in,
if you ain't letting me join, then what the fuck, bro? Get the fuck
shut
out
up,
of here.
Right?
Shut the fuck up, bro. If you ain't like, are you gonna talk to me or this hand gonna talk to me? What's up? I'm gonna show you this shit. No, for real, bro. I was pissed, bro. And I let it slide. I let it slide for a bit. I let it slide for a bit. I bet you were, yeah. Until I was like, no, bro. I'm like, hey. And that's when I told them. And they were like, all right, cool, whatever. Not gonna lie, I thought the dude was gonna try to do something. Like, say some shit. Like, oh, what the fuck? But no, he didn't say nothing. He just, like, gave me a thumbs up and he nodded. All right. He's like this. Like, all right, cool. Okay. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, we're cool. Like, I didn't say in a disrespectful way. I'm saying, hey. I said it like, I said it very direct and stern. I'm like, hey, can you please be quiet? Like, you guys are being really loud. And they're like, okay. But that fucking bitch looked at me like she was disgusted. Like she saw some fucking roadkill in the fucking street, bro. I don't know, like, bro. She looked at me like up and down, like with her drink in her, like, dude, with her drink in her hand. What? What is he talking about? What?
No, nothing, bro. But keep going.
But are you asking about like their ethnicity? They were Hispanic. They look Hispanic. They
were Hispanic?
Yeah, they were our blood. Yeah.
I wasn't asking, but that's good to know.
Nah, man. So anyway, so like she had her drink in her hand, bro. Like, dude, she had her. I wish we had cameras while recording. She had her drink in her hand, and she looked. And when I said, "Hey," because like I before I said what I had to say, I made sure that like I caught their attention. And so she like had her drink in her hand with her left hand, and she looked at me like this, like all disgusted, like eyeing me down, up and down. And that dude, not gonna lie, it was pissing me off. And I was like, no,
I'll get pissed off too. It's like, bro, like you're being fucking rude.
Like, you're looking at me like that, bitch.
You look at
like,
yourself.
Are you serious? Exactly.
Look at both of you.
But no, listen, I kept it professional. I'm like, yo, guys, can you please be quiet? You guys being real loud. And then, all right, cool. She said okay. And then the guy didn't say shit. He was like, all right, cool. And like I said, 2 minutes later, they left. They went and sat down in the very front. But yeah, guys, that's what happened. We forgot to fucking mention that in the Talk to Me review.
Damn, I don't know how you guys forget to mention that.
We just forgot.
I don't know, dude. I literally just forgot. Unless I did mention it. No,
you didn't. No
way.
Mario would have remembered, bro.
But anyways, guys, so that's the story, man. Let's get into the fucking review, man.
But back to the TMNT.
Yeah, guys, that's what happened. So we're not gonna go super crazy and stuff because I know Danny's there's a time limit with Danny.
But we go. We're gonna do our best. Don't worry about me. I'm straight.
All right, man. Slap on his knob, man. But yeah, okay. So this I guess the way the very beginning of the movie, man, we get like they're pretty much their origin story. Yeah. We get this random organization trying to raid a scientist or whatever. Yeah. This scientist who has these animals in like these small incubators and creates this green liquid.
Goo liquid.
Yeah,
these experiments.
Yeah, exactly. That makes them mutants, and we later find out it's because that he's alone. He's never had friends or family.
He's never been accepted.
Exactly. So what he wanted to do is be accepted and create his own family by mutating animals.
Yeah. And he wanted to start off by mutating the main villain of the film, which was a fly.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm pretty sure the fly was already mutated because from my understanding,
it was huge as fuck.
From my understanding, it was huge as shit. And
yeah.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to swear like that, but it was huge as hell, right? And the reason why
I don't mean to swear like that.
The reason why we're seeing it's huge is because the whole fucking fly fit in a what is it in a baby crib in a baby crib. That's where the fucking fly was.
Yeah.
And so the professor was talking to the fly, saying like, buddy, I'm gonna make you a family. It's you and us. I've never felt accepted.
I'll make you my brother, man.
So stuff
I'm gonna teach you how to drive a car, even though you can't reach
it. But yeah, keep going, bro. That's how what happened.
So so that's essentially what's happening, and then we see that these people there's an organization that we met. I forgot what they are, but I'm pretty sure
it was like NITCR. Some shit like that, bro.
I forgot what it is.
Some acronym.
But they eventually end up raiding the house, and then obviously scientists are freaking out. He developed this quick green liquid and stuff, and so that's what this organization was after. And we later find out why, but as of right now, this is what's happening in the beginning. And the fly, right, ends up beating up the SWAT team or whatever.
The baby fly.
Yeah, the baby fly and stuff. And eventually the baby fly escapes. And while the scientist is, being held captive, he accidentally drops. Does he accidentally drop or he purposely drops it?
No. So
this is one of the things that also annoyed me. I'm just like, because after they captured the scientist, right?
Yeah.
And all the dudes were knocked out and they were like raiding the place, like, I collect all the evidence type shit, right?
Right.
They don't see this glowing green serum.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
I'm like, wait, you're looking for evidence in the research. You don't see the glowing green serum on the floor, and you're just walking right past it. I'm like, how the fuck do you not see that?
You know, that's weird because, like, yeah, so it's on the floor.
Yeah, it's on the floor.
And these guys, like, accidentally kick it.
The guy kicks it into the sewer, and it falls and it breaks.
Into the sewer, water, and everything.
Yeah, into the water.
You know, it's weird, right? Because that's what happened. But I could have sworn the villain, right, Superfly, that's his name, right? He mentions later in the movie that his father, which is a professor, right, he dropped it in the sewer. Don't you remember that? He said that?
Yeah, I remember he said that. I think that
that's what he thought.
Maybe
that's probably what he thought.
Well, because if you guys remember, so after the house gets raided, the soldier, I guess, like, they're trying to shoot the fly with, like, the stun gun or whatever.
Yeah.
And they accidentally shoot one of those, like, propane tanks, the skinny ones, the skinny long ones, and it blows up. Which then ends up killing the professor, and it's the glue or the glowy green test tube is in his hand. It kills him because he then the main guy then reports back to the lady from the organization saying, he's gone, like he's dead.
Yes.
So then I thought he was just reporting that, like, all the evidence is gone, not that he was gone.
No, the professor was gone.
That's who I think, bro.
Because the main
I misread that scene then.
Because the main purpose of the raid was to capture him and the evidence.
Yeah.
And so after the tank exploded, he fell, he died. The test tube was still in his hand, and then I guess that's when he just let it go, and the soldier kicked it into the sewer.
Yeah, into the sewer.
But then later in the film, we see that from the fly's perspective, when it had exploded, he was, like, hiding under, like, a book of shelves.
Yeah.
A bookshelf. And he was just hiding, and then that's when, like,
a book of shelves.
I said that right? A book of shelves?
A book of shelves, but you can choose a bookshelf.
A bookshelf. My fault.
I bookshelf.
No, you're not wrong. You're actually technically not wrong. It is a book of shelves. Wait. No, it's a shelves of books?
Because that doesn't sound right. A shelf.
No, books
or shelves filled with books.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of.
A shelf.
Wait, no, because a book of shelves
is not grammarly correct.
A book of shelves. What?
Man, y'all let us know, bro.
Wait. No, actually, no. I know this is off topic. What is that? A book of shelves. Does that mean it's like
it's a
book shelves made out of books?
No, because you said book of shelves, so that's a book about shelves. A book of shelves.
Oh yeah, no, you're wrong, Daddy.
So I'm wrong.
It's a bookshelf. It's a bookshelf.
All right, so he was hiding on a bookshelf, and then I guess maybe from the Fly's perspective, that's why he interpreted it as that the doctor dropped the test tube into the sewer to hide his research.
That makes sense.
But so continue.
So yeah, that's what happens, right? We're like, okay, what the fuck, and I guess we assume, okay, that's how the turtles become mutants and everything, and then we get this time jump. We get a 15-year time jump. Yeah, and then we finally get introduced to the guys and everything. We get introduced to Master Splinter and everything, and pretty much, like right off the bat, I guess that we notice like the theme is the acceptance, right? Because they're out in the real world and they're running these errands for their dad, and Master Splinter says he absolutely hates humans because when he was a rat, people wanted to kill him and stuff, and obviously he became a mutant and. He tried to. We get a flashback of like when, how he found the turtles. Like they were normal and they were covered in this weird green serum or whatever, and then he also touched it, and so that's how he became mutant and everything. And we get a scenes of him raising them and taking them out to the real world because that's what they like always wanted, and obviously didn't end well. People were trying to hurt them and everything. And so that's why, like, he says he hates humans and how the turtles got to, stay away from humans, not be seen and everything. So then now they're teenagers, right? We get that scene where, they're before they come home because they're sent to get errands. I mean, they're sent
groceries
to run errands, to get groceries, but they're like stealing them. They're like thieves, right?
I mean, they have to. They have no choice.
So they're stealing them and everything, and now they're in the rooftops, and then they're watching like this drive-in movie theater, like an outside movie theater.
An outdoor movie theater.
Yeah, where like people are having a good time, and and it just shows shots of people having good times, friends, and everything, and then they're kind of like upset that they want to do all that, but they can't.
Because they've been told by their dad that society won't accept them.
Exactly. So that's what basically the whole plot about this is. well, in their case, where they just want to be accepted.
Yeah.
And like same with every other mutants, because like we later meet the actual villains. We
Ice
meet,
Cube and all.
We meet Superfly. We meet every other mutant, and they pretty much want the same goal, except like they have different viewpoints. Like the Turtles, they want to be noticed by doing good, you know, and Superfly is like, fuck that. I want to be accepted, but the only way to be for me to be accepted in this world is by killing the human race and transforming every animal on this planet to a mutant, and then we'll be the prominent species. But technically, like, you're not like a species though. Like we'll be the prominent species or whatever, but it's like not really, bro, because like you're a fly, and the other motherfuckers are, like the other animals are their own species.
Yeah.
But I get it, you know. I mean, I guess they were just saying like mutants. Or whatever.
Mutants.
So yeah, that's like essentially what his goal is, and obviously we meet what was her name again? April.
Yeah.
We meet April. They finally meet up together just because, you know, they were fucking around,
throwing ninja stars and like just slicing fruits.
And a
ninja star so happens to
dude, a ninja star gets stuck in her helmet. Without the helmet, she could have died, bro.
It would have been a slaughter.
That's crazy, bro.
No, for real. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But anyway, so they end up meeting, and then it turns out that April, she's a journalist.
Yep.
She, you know, wants to become a journalist, and so they band together in a sense where Superfly, he's the villain. He's creating all this criminal activity. He's heightening this criminal activity and everything, and so April is like, you know what, like, let me make a story. I want to make a story and everything. Let me know if you guys are down, whatever. And the Turtles end up coming up with the idea with, hey, if we take down this Superfly guy and, like, you know, stop all these criminals and stuff, and have April document us and like make a story out of it, people will think of us as heroes, and then everyone will like us and we'll be accepted. Right,
and then she would be a journalist.
Yeah, she'll get that crazy story of like these mutant heroes stop these criminals and stop Superfly and whatever. So that's what they're like doing.
Yeah, that was a little deal, but
yeah, that's like that was their pretty much their deal on what they've wanted to do and everything. So then we get like, you know, that we get some cool scenes of them fighting. You know,
they were pretty cool. The scenes were cool.
Yeah, right.
The fighting scenes were
cool. Them fighting and everything. I guess let's talk about, I guess, one thing that I guess bothered us. Mario, I think, or Danny, whichever you two.
Probably Danny.
You can say it if you want.
About the
way that Splinter learned.
Yes.
Do you want to say it?
Oh, like what do you mean, like
how he learned his like martial arts?
Yeah, because you said in the said in the non-spoiler section where like you guys said it was like cheesy. About how he learned martial arts and everything.
Oh, you go by then. You got it.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the factors that as to why I gave the movie a 7 is because, like I said, you know, none of us really know these characters from like comic accuracy. So
what if it's real, bro? I don't know.
If it's real, then that's gonna be a shocker. But in the film,
even if it's real in the movies or comics, whatever, I still don't really like it.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I found it cheesy, really cheesy. But I get it. You know, he's a rat. You know, how else is he gonna learn martial arts? But I don't know. Just the whole premise of it is that basically he goes and learns from movies, from TV shows, and from YouTube tutorials. Yeah. He learns how to do martial arts. He learns how to use, like, you know, the Donatello stick, you know, Raphael's swords. And he shows all of them how to use everyone's weapon in you know, their own way.
And this was after, you know, that scene where he takes them as babies.
Yeah.
Or like toddlers, I should say.
Because the whole reason he does it is to like defend them against humans.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, you need to learn how to use your body as a weapon.
Yeah. That's what he meant.
Type shit.
And when he took him in also because in the beginning it shows us that he was threatened by them because he saw one of them approaching. You know, the food that he initially wanted to take, and so he like took it for himself and he started like growling at him, and then that's when the turtle went up to him and started like snuggling on his foot, and so then that's when he touched the green goo liquid
because they were covered in
and then it like mutated him.
But my thing is, like, how did the turtles get there? We didn't even see that.
One thing too,
they're just there,
bro.
We didn't even see that.
One thing that I will mention, because I don't know if you guys also like thought of this, but when I saw the film, and it was when it showed us that he tried exposing him to society, bro. Splinter's the size of a fucking human.
Yeah,
he's the same height as a human, bro.
Yeah, he's huge, bro.
He's huge.
I didn't know he was that tall, because in that flashback he was like more younger with his like stash.
Yeah.
He didn't have the gray hairs and all that stuff. So he's the same height as a human, bro. As a regular human, he was just carrying the baby turtles. And then
that's spooky, not gonna lie.
But in present day of the film, he's
Rat
just
man.
Elderly, like senile. Old rat is what we thought.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until later in the film he actually turns out to be a badass.
Right.
But I just find it very cheesy that he used YouTube tutorials, TV shows, and movies to learn how to do martial arts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if that's an actual thing or whatever. I get the message like, oh, we got to use our body as a weapon, or something like that. And he just does it. And like I said, this was after his bad experience of him taking the toddlers up there.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, bro, what do you think? What did he think was gonna happen?
I know, right? It's like, dude,
like he didn't even cover himself up.
Yeah, that's the one thing too.
Like he just went up there with him as being like a rat. Like he didn't even cover himself up.
I know, and everybody was saying rat man.
Like, to be fair though, like if I saw that shit, I'd be freaked out too, bro.
Yeah,
everybody thought it was a costume, and then when they found out it wasn't, they're like,
oh shit, it's
they were
real.
all
Kill that
freaking out.
motherfucker.
What do you expect was gonna happen? Of course, they're gonna be scared of you.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. And but yeah, guys. So that's essentially what's happening. Is the acceptance and everything. We find out that Superfly has been, robbing these like technology, cargo supplies, in order to build this machine that launches this green serum into the atmosphere, and transforming every single animal on the planet into mutants. And eventually that would their plan is to kill humans right after or whatever. And after that, right, doesn't April like give him a tip like, oh, like we got the your delivery, like we have the goods or whatever, because remember they're like beating up.
That's not April. April's the one that gives them all the, because she's been following Superfly for a while, so she has all the info. That was part of the deal, like, hey, you can record us, but we want your information about Superfly.
Gotcha.
So she has all the leads, and when they would attack these leads, they were like, tell us what you know. Like, I don't know anything, go talk to this guy. I don't know. Go talk to Norm, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then one of them, and she was like, "Oh, we grabbed one of the things that Superfly wanted. All I know is this is our meetup, and we're gonna meet up here, and that's what you're talking about."
Okay, there we go. And now we're at this meetup, and we finally meet Superfly.
And they put Bruno Mars' song. Oh, you know I'm Superfly.
Which is
kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I like that intro.
Bro. And they all pull up in their sick ass rides, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Then all the mutants come out. And they're like, okay, what the fuck? And they finally meet. And obviously the turtles are like, yo, what the fuck? We never met other mutants. They're all pretty hyped. They're all introducing each other and everything. And then they go bowling.
Yeah.
They just go bowling. They're like, all right. And then obviously April is like talking to his earpiece. Like, we'll find out more information. He's like, all right, cool. So like, what else are you going to do? And that's when we learn about the Hell Machine and everything. But then Superfly's like, yo, if you guys want to talk more, come with us. And that's when they get to the bowling alley. They're fucking around, having a good time. He finds out more information. And then that's when, April's like, all right, so like, what the fuck's gonna, what are y'all doing, man? Like, are y'all gonna stop him right here or not? And that's when they're like contemplating, right? They're like, yo, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, so what happens like if we say we don't like your plan?
Yeah, hypothetically.
Not to
say that we don't.
That's not cool.
Yeah, he says, well,
then like, I was very
wrong.
funny.
Yeah, he's like, then I was wrong about y'all. I thought y'all were cool, or like something like that. And then they end up, what do they try doing again? How do we get this road?
They end up riding.
They end up riding back to the ship. They're trying to go back to the ship, right?
Their hideout.
And, their hideout.
Yeah.
And as they're driving to the ship, the turtles, they're in a car with like the three henchmen. I forgot. I
think
which
it was
one.
the rhino.
They're in there with the chameleon looking thing.
Yeah.
The rhinoceros.
No, they're in another. They're in like the other car, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, the rhino was there.
That one fly.
The flying.
It's a bat. It was like a bat.
Oh, bat. Yeah, her and someone else. I forgot who. Maybe Danny is right. Maybe it was one of them.
The chameleon guy.
The chameleon.
The one that was like the one that was fucking with
Mikey.
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously they're debating like, okay, like they finally make up their minds like, okay, we're gonna stop him. So they use the one with the stick. Donatello, yeah, him. And all they do is like they just press on the brake. And so that causes the car to obviously instantly stop, and the henchmen get knocked out of the fucking
the windshield.
Out of the windshield, and they start driving, and that's how we get that whole road scene where they're basically fighting each other. Yeah,
they're finally fighting each other, and ultimately, don't they lose?
Yeah, they lose.
Right?
They lose because the Fly ends up taking the van.
No, he ends up taking the part.
Oh, sorry, he ends up taking the part, but the van crashes and it falls out of the highway and it like crash lands. Then the organization, which I found
you found out what they're
the acronym.
I found the acronym, so it's called the
acronym.
TCRI.
Acronym.
But
acronym.
Acronym.
Acronym. Yeah.
Oh my bad.
Acronym.
So it basically stands for TCRI.
I knew it was
TCRI.
And it basically stands for Techno Cosmic Research Institute.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's what it stands for.
And so after they fly off the highway, they're surrounded
by the organization.
And like those henchmen, like I said, they look like Shredder's henchmen. That's what I thought at first because they look like the Sam. Like,
I mean,
that's what it looked like, you know.
Hey, am I?
That's what we thought.
How the movie ends.
Yeah, that's what we thought. So then they get captured. They get brought back to the lab. And,
dude, at that point, hold on. At that point, when they're surrounded, I'm like, damn, they're surrounded by the fucking.
By the feds.
Yeah. And not only that, like Leonardo's like April. He looks at April on top of the highway. April help. And April just skedaddles, bro. She's like, "Fuck you, bitch! I got my story." Ho.
She said, "Fuck you,"
and leaves.
Nah, you good, gang.
And I'm like, damn. I'm like, holy shit, bro. I'm like, and not gonna lie, bro. I was like, dude, April. Bitch,
no, I mean, I didn't feel that way because like I knew what she was gonna do, bro.
You think so?
There's no way she was leaving them. I'm like, she's not fucking doing that to them. There's no way.
I guess. Yeah, you're right. I guess.
You know, if anything, you know who I thought she was gonna grab? Just because I want to say it. I thought she was gonna go for Cassie Jones, bro.
Who is that?
And so
bro?
for those of you that I'll show you guys a picture right now. But for those of you that don't know, I do know Cassie Jones. He's known by having the hockey mask.
Okay.
By the hockey
sounds
mask.
familiar.
I feel like once I see the picture, I'm gonna be like, oh, you know.
TMNT. Let me.
That's how you're gonna be like.
My bad, folks. Let me just show.
Let me see.
Let me just show.
He does look familiar,
Mario,
bro. I'm not doing the moment, but like he does look familiar.
Picture real quick.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember this guy actually. Yeah, I'm not.
Do you have him from the show?
Yeah, look right here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
He's
I remember
just
him.
known for having the hockey mask and the hockey stick. I don't know if he was a hockey player or if he just likes hockey. I don't know.
So what is his name again?
Casey Jones. That's his name.
So and how is he affiliated with?
So
TMNT?
he's actually the boyfriend of April.
Oh.
In like the old school show, like the.
So you did have your own moment.
Yeah, and so in the show, correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
You're wrong.
I might be wrong. I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong. But
You're dyslexic.
But when I saw April leave them, after they got surrounded, right? I thought she was gonna go get Casey Jones, bro. Right?
Okay.
And then it wasn't until we find out later that, you know, the turtles are at the organization lab. They're hooked up to this machine that's milking them from their blood. That's milking them from their blood. And I don't know how the fuck they were milking them. I think they were milking them from their shields or...
The shields?
The shell.
Or the shell. From the shell. From the shell on their back, bro.
No, yeah, I don't know, bro. And like, so basically, they wake up in this laboratory. They're being milked, which I don't like that terminology.
That's what they use in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't like that, bro.
And the machine,
whatever.
And the machine is actually called the milker.
The mega milker.
The mega milker, yeah.
Mega
it's
milker
funny
2000.
The dad brings it up, Splinter. And it's like, well, you were hooked up to the machine. Like, oh, we don't know it's that. And it pans over to the name. It's Mega Milker. That shit was.
But yeah, but in that scene before Splinter rescues them, that's where he has this like cool. I
guess we should say.
I was gonna mention like the villain.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, bring that up.
Right, I was gonna say that we're there. So like, she this villain, right, about the head of this, I guess, this organization, ends up capturing all of them, and they have them all like lined up or whatever, locked up, and she explains how she wants a mutant super soldiers.
Yeah.
So then that's when they're milking them, like taking away from their blood, which is that serum, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because she said blood. Like that's the only way we get your blood. Yeah. And so they started, you know, siphoning their blood, I guess, with this green serum or whatever, into this huge container that they're gonna use to other animals to make super soldiers, mutant shit. And that's their goal. And then that's when Splinter, you know, shows up, because April, when she ran away, she wasn't necessarily running away. She went to go find Splinter and let him know what the situation was and everything. And then that's when we have that moment. And that's when you wanted to talk, Danny.
No, I was just looking up the name of that lady. So her name was Cynthia Utrom. Is that how you said the last name? Utrom.
Cynthia.
Yeah, Utrom.
Yeah, Cynthia Utrom. So there wasn't a whole lot like.
We get that cool fight scene with.
So we get Splinter. That cool fight scene. He breaks in, blah blah blah, and that's when we're like, you know what? Maybe there's more to this rat than meets the eye, bruh. You know, and so then that's when he makes that funny, you know, joke about the Mega Milker 2000.
The 2000.
And so the whole, and then after that whole scene, like this is where like he lies to April, because remember, like this part kind of confused me, because like he was saying, all right, well, this is over, we're not gonna do nothing about it, blah blah blah, sorry April, go home, this is over, we're going, come on boys, you're not seeing the real world in forever, we're going home, right? And then the next scene comes and Splinter and the turtles are at the fucking
it's because
Superfly's base.
No, he says like, we're gonna fix this and then you're never gonna see the world again.
Oh, that's what he said?
That's what he said. Okay, we're gonna fix this and then you're never gonna we're gonna stay in the sewers forever.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I was confused. I didn't hear that part. I was confused, bro. I was like, is he just like lying to April to keep her safe or something? But no, they eventually get to this. Mari, do you want to go ahead and take this away? They're finally at this.
So they're at the base where Superfly and his henchmen are at, right? And they basically pull up and they're waiting for them. They're waiting for the turtles, right? But instead of like instantly fighting, the turtles like they kind of talk to them and be like, "Hey, like why are you like you don't have to fight. Like we accept you. Like you're not alone." Basically, type shit. Remember the whole movie's basically about acceptance, really. Yeah. And they have this whole movie, and the Superfly's like henchmen, they're all like, you know what? Yeah, like I don't want to kill humans. Yeah, one of them says like, I just want to sing, and I don't want this. Remember that motherfucker? I just want to sing.
I just want to sing.
And the other one's like, I don't want to like go to sleep and like think about all like the humans I killed that night. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like I don't want them to like haunt me or something. Yeah. Something like that.
Part was, that scene made me laugh. But so basically, all of henchmen's like quote unquote family turn on him. Like every single one, and Superfly's like, "What the fuck? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I raised you, you're my family. What the fuck?" And he's like, "Well, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going through this plan. I'm gonna activate the rage machine, whatever the fuck it is." Yeah. And so a whole fight breaks out where like motherfucker takes all of them on.
Yeah, takes all on.
He was beating them up.
Yeah, dude, that's weird, bro.
Because the Rhino was the first one to initiate everything.
Yeah. And so Danny could probably take all of them on too.
Yeah. But not in a fighting way.
That's what I meant, Danny. You didn't get that?
No, I didn't get that.
You didn't get it, bro?
No, it wasn't until Mario gave me that look like, not in a fighting way.
Yeah. That's what I meant when I first said it. Oh, my God. But Danny was like, yeah, I could, man, maybe.
Well, bring it on, bro. That's all I got to say.
Now that I think about it, it's possible.
What do you see this maximized mutant guy?
Wait till they see what I'm packing.
Leonardo, maximize.
Maximize. It's the size of my stick. What? Anyways. So yeah, Danny could, Danny could take all of them on, right? So after that, right, they're fighting. They turn on that machine and everything, and this dude's soloing, man. This dude's like soloing these motherfuckers. And eventually they end up breaking the machine. Yeah. And the machine goes into the water.
Into the ocean.
Into the ocean with Superfly.
Yep.
And so they're like, okay, so like, do we fix it? They're like, I don't know, but like, if this serum is in the ocean, doesn't that mean
that the creatures in the ocean
mutated? And we're like, oh shit. So then we get this huge like mutated whale with Superfly. We're like, what the fuck is this? And turns out it's Superfly. Like obviously bigger, is like super fucking big.
who combined with...
That's combined with sea creatures.
Yeah. He's got the whale tail.
He has a body of a whale.
Horses on there.
Oh, it's because
he went to the zoo.
It's because he went to the zoo.
Oh, yeah, you're
remember
right.
that?
Yeah.
Because he had the glowing goo in his mouth and whatever. And
Yeah. So like, yeah, he was
he had
a whale body, like actual body and everything, and then he was like flapping around on the land. And then he got into the zoo, and that's when he actually developed limbs by like horses and like all these different things, man. Or like, what the fuck? And this motherfucker legit became like Godzilla.
Yeah, the size of Godzilla. I think
he mentions Godzilla.
Yeah, he does.
And like I said, man, they've referenced so many things, bro.
It was really cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like very pop culture like type shit. But yeah, then he decides to go to New York City, man. I'm finna terrorize. I'm gonna wreck it. Like he's finna, like he Wreck-It Ralph type shit. You fix it. You fix it, Felix, Danny. You fix it, Felix Jr., bro. And
Penelope.
Damn it! No, that's you, bro. That's you, bro. Javi's Wreck-It Ralph.
Mario's
Teely's Wreck-It Ralph.
Mario's that little orange creature.
Orange creature.
Oh, the one that like
I don't know his name.
I forgot his name.
He's the one that follows Fix It Felix Jr.
Yeah, I forgot, dude. I forgot the it's like he has a horn or some shit.
Yeah, he has like
an orange Yoshi.
Dot. He's got Yoshi's mouth.
It's been so long, bro.
It's a perfect circular for
things
to be. Anyways,
yo, this. Hey,
bro, I didn't say nothing.
Yo, Danny got.
I didn't say nothing, bro.
I didn't say anything, but I said something.
He didn't even know what he said. He fell asleep for 30 minutes in the movie, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all.
You didn't even know what happened,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. After he said he's gonna go Godzilla mode, and he's going towards like.
Then he go Godzilla mode in the sheets.
After as he's approaching Manhattan, this is where I slumbered in my theater seat. So
yeah, which is crazy because it's the final act. It's the final fight.
I literally missed the scene.
Then he goes to sleep, bro. Like, what's new, bro? He be sleeping. So anyways, yeah, so Superfly is now terrorizing New York City, right? And the Turtle's like, oh, shit, like, what the fuck? Like, what do we got to do, man? So now all the mutants are, like, working together trying to stop him. And obviously they're creating mayhem and everything. And during that, the news media outlet catches that. And they start presenting it like, yo, these motherfuckers, these ninja motherfuckers are evil, whatever. These turtles are evil. These mutants are evil. Like, oh, my gosh. You know, that's when April's like, nah, fuck that. And she takes over. I don't know how she got in there, but she takes over the media news outlet. And she's like, no, these guys are great. Like, these are heroes. They're trying to stop this monster. And here's proof. But obviously, as they're fighting, the Ninja Turtles, like, see the negative stuff. Yeah. And they're like, damn, bro, like, we're not going to be accepted at all, man. Like,
for real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was asleep.
Damn.
He was asleep. So as they were fighting, right? So like I said, everywhere, you know, the big screens around the city.
Yeah, in Times Square, right?
Yeah, they were showing like the
media posts and all.
The negative media posts saying how like the mutants, Ninja Turtles are evil.
They're monsters.
They're monsters.
Damn.
And they're all like upset. They're like, man, what the fuck? And they're like, we're never gonna get accepted, you know. And they're like, let's give up, y'all. Blah blah blah. And that's when Leonardo's like, listen, guys, we were doing this for the wrong reason. We wanted to be heroes because we wanted to be accepted and be loved, but why not just be heroes, just to be heroes, like just to, you know, for the morality, just, you know, to do good.
That's the Leonardo I know.
Yeah, no, yeah, he gave a speech. Like he gave like a pretty cool speech, and that's when Raphael was like, you see, bro, you're a fucking leader, blah blah blah.
All right, so
like that's for once you actually sounded kind of cool.
Yeah,
right, so that's the Leonardo.
And then Leonardo,
then
Leonardo started freaking out. He's like,
yeah.
Oh he's like, you're right. Oh my god,
I did that. I did that. God did.
Yeah,
you know, like, straight up like that.
He was like, you know, he did not say God did.
Oh, he believed it.
Well, no shit. Like all the shit that they be saying in here, you probably would believe it. But no,
that would have been funny if they said that.
Yeah, but he started freaking out. Oh my god, you're right. I did do that. Then Raphael was like, all right, man, you ruined it or whatever. But like, yeah, he did have that leader like moment type shit.
Cool. That's cool.
You know, listen, guys, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Whatever. Blah blah blah. He was encouraging everybody and stuff like that. You know, and so they're like, all right, well, fuck it, man. Regardless, who cares if we have the bad publicity or whatever? We're still gonna do what's right. You know, we're gonna stop this motherfucker. And that's like when I said when April ends up taking over.
Right.
You know, the the news outlet and start saying, no, these guys are good or whatever. And now all the big screen buildings are like saying how they're good or whatever the fuck, right? It's April. And now the humans are like helping the mutants.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the humans are helping them. Like Splinter got in a car with the turtles because they mentioned Attack on Titan because they said, how can we destroy it? Well, but you read comics and you read stuff like heroes that took down big motherfuckers, and he's like, Attack on Titan, they have these things that are napes, like that's their weak points. And then in the Superfly, he had this like green goo like portal open area.
Look like a weak point.
Yeah, and they had this blue. What is it?
It was the shit that came out of like the guns that the organization used.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, oh my god, we gotta throw this inside that neck area, whatever. Yeah. And so then they get inside the car, right, with Splinter, and they start moving their way. And obviously, as they're about to, throw that thing in there, they get caught, right? Superfly catches them and crushes the car.
And he kicks
Splinter away. Mm-hmm. He ends up kicking Splinter away, and then Mario, go ahead.
I was about to say, like, this is a cool moment because, like, obviously they're like, well, you know how I said if I'm going to die, I don't want to be near any of you guys? Well, it's the opposite. I'm glad I'm going out with you guys. Yeah. And this is a cool moment because when this is happening, it cuts back to Splinter. And I don't know if Hector brought it up, but April eventually infiltrates the news network.
That's what I said.
You did say it? Okay, my bad. I forgot. I don't know if you did it. But because she said that, all the nice things about them, right? Saying, like, no, these guys are actually the good guys. Yeah. Right? All the people of New York, they're in New York, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All the people in New York started helping them. It's like, hey, because they see Splinter on the ground, they're like, hey, you need help? Are you okay? Yeah. And they're like, yes, this needs to go to my boys over there. Yeah. He's like, and this guy puts it in the bag. He's like, I got it. He starts running towards it. Like, I saw that, bro. I saw it. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you going to do? Yeah.
He starts running. He starts running towards the monster, and then obviously the monster like throws he's like a car at it.
You thought, bitch.
Yeah. And then they start passing it around. They start passing it around with other humans and then with mutants helping the humans and working their way to Superfly.
So it's like really cool moment just because it's kind of like it's the moment in the movie where like they're accepting them. Yeah. Like, hey, like you're helping us, so we're gonna help you.
Exactly. Like
and so eventually it gets to Superfly in its neck area, and they throw it in there, and then he eventually goes back to normal.
Yeah, he ends up getting slaughtered. Yeah, bro. And then at this point, this is when you woke up.
Yeah, right? I woke up
when you
at this point.
Yeah. This movie just ends after that, right? It's pretty much all conclusion right there.
Yeah. So after that, right? The mutants start living with them down in the sewers. Mm-hmm. People are now people now accept them. What are you saying?
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
That before they the scene cut to all of them living together, that Splinter found himself his shorty, his lady. The insect that could not talk.
It was like it was the only
one. It was the only one that could not talk. Yeah, it was like a cockroach-looking mutant insect, and yeah, you can take it away more.
Bro, he just says like, I don't really find a lot of mutants.
Around
my age. And I forgot what he says next, but basically what happens is that they end up basically
smooching,
making out.
They start making out, but it's ugly, bro. They start
making
out, but it's ugly.
Yeah,
like it's some ugly shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Yeah, man, it's kind of like reminds me of like when you guys would make out.
Yeah, you and Danny.
No, you guys. I said you
Hector
guys.
and Danny.
No, I said you guys. So Danny and Mario. Yeah.
Well,
how we all would make out.
Yo!
That's what they're saying.
Fuck
no. That's pretty much what he's saying, guys.
Fuck no.
But then this is when Hector was talking about when it comes back to the sewers and they're all living there.
Oh yeah, right. So after that, all the mutants are now in the sewers with them. Everyone, the humans obviously accept them, and now the boys are getting what they want. They finally got their acceptance, and then obviously one of their dreams was to attend high school, right? And so now they're getting ready for high school. They enter high school. And then the kids are looking at him like, yo, like, what the fuck? And then immediately, like, praise him. Like, oh, my gosh.
They're like,
it's you guys, bro.
Yeah, type shit. And then same with April. Remember April? Because we learned with her she was being bullied and stuff.
Yeah, because she puked.
Because she wants to be a journalist, right? And so she tried
doing the morning announcements
in her school. Yeah. And she ended up puking and,
that shit was crazy.
That shit was
crazy. That shit was, bro.
That shit was crazy. Yeah. And she was being made fun of, bullied for it, but now she's, like...
They call her the hero.
What's her last name? April what? I forgot, but they played it like April Hero something.
April O'Hero.
Yeah, there we go. Hero, there you go.
O'Hero, I forgot what
Yeah, because her name is April O'Neil.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So yeah, they end up liking her and everything, and then now that's pretty much how it ends, Mm-hmm. But obviously there is a mid-credit scene.
And this one's cool.
Yeah.
And this one's pretty cool, right? It's just typical videos of what everyone is doing, okay. Mikey, he's doing his improv.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael, he's doing wrestling.
Leonardo's doing improv.
No, he said that already.
I said that.
Oh, you did that? Oh,
yeah.
Leo's doing videography.
Yeah, and he ends up asking April to prom or whatever, right? But I was gonna say, how old are they then? If they have prom. Because probably what?
Well, I think isn't April
seniors?
A senior?
Oh, are they?
I think April's a senior. I don't know how old they.
They don't look like seniors. They don't act like it.
Yeah.
But whatever, right? So that's what happens and stuff.
Yeah.
And everything seems like a happy ending. But actually, during that scene where Leonardo, he's recording himself with April, they're still talking about that organization. They just disappeared out of nowhere ever since the incident with Superfly.
Yep.
But they said we're gonna come find your ass on some taking shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna come find you. They disappeared out of nowhere, but we're gonna come find you. And so then that's how essentially it ends, and then we get to the
mid-credit scene.
Yeah, the end credit scene with the girl. I think this was all the mid-credit scene. I think.
Yeah, this was up.
This was all the mid-credit scene.
Yeah.
And then the girl, what was her name? Cynthia.
Cynthia, yeah.
The leader of the organization was like, "Nah, we need these
turtles.
These turtles, yeah, because we see them having fun at prom and everything. And then I don't know if you guys caught it, but when they were at prom, Leonardo and then April was like, we're just friends, right? This is just for friends, and he never replied, and it just zooms out.
Oh yeah, because
for real, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right. That did happen.
Yeah, because they're dancing and stuff, and then April was like, we're just friends, right? And then Leonardo doesn't reply or anything, and it just starts zooming out.
It zooms out because the organization, I guess, has some sort of camera, and it recognizes their faces.
The mutants, the turtles, yeah.
And so then Cynthia tells the main bodyguard, who was in charge of getting the professor from the beginning back to the facility. She tells him go call. Well, they didn't call him Shredder.
No, they did.
Did they call him?
Yeah, they're I was like, well, we found them, whatever. We're gonna need some She basically said along the lines we need some bigger firepower to get these guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Call in
the Shredder.
The Shredder.
Shredder,
call in
right?
the Shredder, and then it shows the Shredder's back, upper back.
Yeah.
Upper left back or some shit. I don't know,
you see his left arm in the back.
His K2
and his back
and
his helmet.
Yeah.
We don't see his face. We don't see the rest of his body. It's just hinting, and there it is, the Shredder looking at the city, and then that's pretty much how it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends.
And it pretty much confirms, man,
we're
a
getting
second movie.
One, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I'm down, man. I want to see the Shredder.
I feel like the villain would be better in that second movie.
It's fucking Shredder, bro.
One thing that I do want to say, I don't know if this is gonna have anything to do with the second film or maybe a third.
Right,
is that I was reading, this website of things that you might have missed in the film. That's how I got the name and all that. So basically, here from the scientist, basically it says that the infamous scientist is known to cheat death through science in past adaptations. So that's what it says. So who knows if we'll see him again in a sequel. So that's what they're saying about the guy. The professor, his name is Baxter Stockman. That's the one who allegedly died in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
So
is there any more?
Oh no, that's all that it says about him.
We might see him again. The thing is, right, is do you think that this movie is gonna get a trilogy?
I don't think so.
It's tough seeing it,
because if it was a trilogy, wouldn't it make sense for the Shredder to be the last villain? But then again, maybe you could do a two-parter with the Shredder.
True.
You could, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, true.
Some Infinity, on some Infinity War, where the second movie they lose. The Shredder.
Oh, in the first, you mean the first movie they lose, and then the second one they win?
No, the second movie that we're gonna get. Shredder. They lose, and then the third movie, that's when
they win. And
yeah,
I got you. My only question is, I don't know if they announced this while I was asleep, but what happened to the other mutants?
What do you mean?
Like the rhinoceros.
Oh, they join. They join with Splinter. They're living with them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm stupid. No, it's
all those henchmen.
It's because I was gonna say because the Warhog and the rhinoceros and the live action movie, they're villains.
They work for Shredder.
Yeah, they work for Shredder. That's what I thought
too. When I saw, I'm like, yo,
they work for Shredder. Bad guys. So I don't know. Maybe I was just half awake when that scene was going on. But I could have sworn that when we got introduced to the Warhog and the Rhino, I'm like, those guys are villains of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they work for Shredder.
The way I thought the film was gonna go is that the Fly was gonna keep them in like, because they were like embryos, like they weren't fully developed yet. They were like still in like an embryo stage in the testing tube. I thought, with these next couple of films, they were gonna slowly.
But that was 15 years though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, that the Fly was gonna like take them on, they die, and then that's when like his family, which is the Warhog and the Rhinoceros, we're gonna hear about these turtles that took down, like their older brother, or whatever. And then that's when the second film would have came out.
And then Shredder will pick them up.
Then Shredder would have picked them up in the second one, but he won't. But like, he wouldn't be introduced until the third.
How would this work for the next movie? You think? Like, would Shredder like give them a proposal, like, hey, I'll give you anything you want if you
join me,
if you betray your brothers right now, or like, I don't
know. The way I look at it, bro, is that in the second movie, all four of the turtles, they have to like level up their fighting. Yeah, because the way they're at now, bro, I don't think they'll be able to defeat Shredder.
But what if they make Shredder like some goofy shit?
You can't. You can't.
He's like a serious.
I mean, look how they changed these characters, and like it's more kid friendly. We already established it's more like a family kids movie. So what if they do something like that with Shredder? But even the way they announced him in the mid credit scene, it was badass. Like he looks serious.
Hard.
Yeah, it was raw. So I don't know.
I feel like they won't change anything with him just because because Nickelodeon put out like a little mini like. It got canceled, but they put out a series of the TMNT, and I know the Shredder in that series, they made him like pretty serious, and it was from Nickelodeon themselves.
The what show was that one? Like the one that you showed me that showed Casey or whatever.
Look, it's this one.
Like for what? Like what year was that?
That one.
I remember watching that as a kid, and I liked it. Like I liked the art style. Like it reminded me of like Teen Titans.
That went hard.
Yeah, the mature Teen Titans.
No, I'm not talking about that show. Got canceled.
Deadass?
It got canceled. That's why, dude, and on a fucking cliffhanger.
Whoa.
Yeah, it pissed me the fuck off.
This one, the one that I showed you, bro.
Yeah, man.
It says here.
Yeah, like what year is that? Like what is that called? It's just TMNT.
It just says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's all.
I was about to say, but like
this one came out in 2003.
Wasn't it on Cartoon Network?
This one. Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network for a bit. It's this one, right?
Yeah. Did it say what year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2003. It just says is when it started, but I don't know when it.
Gotcha. But it was a Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember. I don't
remember watching it on Nickelodeon. Like at all. I don't remember that. I do remember it being on Cartoon Network. So.
Look, the two I didn't even know they made two other series, but this is the first one where Shredder was pretty serious.
Yeah, what is this one called?
This one is called just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this one was in 2012. And the most recent one, like this one, bro. So
okay.
And the one that was more recent was the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this one was in 2018.
Oh wow!
And same thing with this one. Shredder was also serious.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I don't know if I like the animation style though.
Yeah,
not for this one.
What was that one meme, right? You would see is like, it's Shredder. Where? Remember that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's from TMNT. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the one from 2003. Like, is there any other older animated shows, Danny?
From
that you know
TMNT?
Of? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro. It says here. So there's one. Damn that.
Look, this one.
Let's get down and pig out. It's Shredder.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my god,
bro, that one.
Oh my god.
Like what? Like no, this one's old as fuck. Oh yeah, it's super old.
Take a guess, bro.
It's Shredder. Where?
Take a guess, bro. How old?
This one?
Yeah, I have it right here.
All right, so I'm looking at the art style and everything. I'm gonna say 1980s.
What do you think, Mario?
1980s.
Just from this picture.
I'm gonna guess 90s.
So this started 1987.
Give me that.
And it ran through all the way through 1996.
Give me that.
Nah, bro, that don't count.
I guess 90s though. It aired in 90s though.
It's Shredder. Where? You never, bro.
And that shit lasted a while.
I didn't even know about that.
That lasted a while.
Yeah, it's a meme, bro. It's a meme on fucking TikTok. Yeah. And they mentioned TikTok in this movie.
Yeah, they mentioned TikTok.
They mentioned a lot, bro. They mentioned
Marvel,
Drake.
What do you say about Adele?
BTS.
Yeah, BTS.
Oh, yeah. What do you say about Drake, Danny?
He's like, he was like, Drake, he's the GOAT. That's what Raphael said. It was funny hearing it coming from Raphael.
Dude, Daddy was hype, bro. He was like,
he was like 10 out of 10.
He's just like me, for real.
He's just like me, for real. Oh my god! Yeah, man. The whole pop culture references was pretty cool. It even mentioned what, Infinity War?
Yeah, it did.
Or was it Endgame?
No, it mentioned Mark Ruffalo, how you improv the whole scene.
No, but they mentioned Infinity War,
yeah,
Endgame. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I forgot the reference, but they did mention that. Yeah,
I forgot which one it was. But yeah, man, we're gonna get Shredder.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Definitely,
I'm actually pretty hyped for that. I like this movie, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I don't know, man. Mario didn't seem too happy, man.
I just think the villains were really weak.
Hey, man, don't worry.
Because you can just now that we talked about it, you can tell like it was kind of just like set up for Shredder.
In a way,
yeah, okay.
With the organization,
they wanted to get another movie.
That's what I said about the organization. Felt like a filler that shouldn't have.
It was just a tie in with Shredder.
Yeah, literally.
Essentially.
I feel like you could have just done that in the second movie. I didn't feel like you need to put the organization in this movie. But then again, how would you explain everything? So I'm like, all right, I get it, but I don't know. It didn't really.
I don't know. I personally liked it. I guess more than you guys and stuff. We already established that. That's crazy though.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You really gave this shit an 8, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, Mario, bro, it's an 8, dude. It's a great movie.
And I just think it's good, man.
It's a great movie, man.
That's cool.
This motherfucker gave it an 8. Like, nah, bro. Like you
giving that shit for giving it a 7. That's crazy.
No, but Danny's different. No, Danny's different though.
Because he really wants to give it a 9.
Yeah, Danny wants to give it a 9.
Hey, like I said, the real me, the me.
Oh, give us the real you.
Pod, bro.
What's the real
me? It's like watching this movie while playing Valorant. While also watching a CS:GO tournament on my third monitor.
the real you, Danny, the real you off the Henny.
I'm giving that shit a 9.
You see, bro? He wants to give it a 9.
The real me is playing CS:GO while watching a Valorant tournament while eating 3 scoops of my Captain America super ice cream.
Superman ice cream. For those of you who have had it, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you guys have Superman ice cream?
Yo, should we mention that real quick?
What?
So I basically put Mario on, guys, to this one, like...
He said he put you on.
You didn't put me on. I never had it.
You tried it that day, and you said you liked it.
I did have it that day?
Yeah, bro, you ordered food.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So look, Mario and I, we ordered food. I recommended this joint place to him, and he's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So long story short, we're ordering our food, and then I basically end it with the lady on the phone. I'm like, hey, quick question. Can I get a Superman milkshake? Do you guys sell those?
Milkshake?
Or just ice, or just the ice cream themselves? And she was like, no, we offer milkshakes. I'm like, oh, cool. Can I get a large Superman milkshake, please? And so I'm looking at Mario while I'm ordering.
No. He said, do you have Superman ice cream? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Do you have Superman ice cream? Now he's saying, can I get a Superman shake or some shit?
Yeah,
how about shake that booty?
I think you switched it up or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
But what made me laugh is not that he ordered a Superman milkshake.
It's the way he said it.
It's the way he said it. He was like, yeah, can I get... It's funny because he looks at me when he orders.
I'm looking at him, bro. While
he looks at me. He goes like, yeah, can I get 3 scoops of the Superman ice cream?
While looking at Mario.
And Hector's upstairs in his house. I'm dying laughing. Hector's like, what? What happened? What'd I miss? And I'm like, Hector, you're not gonna believe what this motherfucker just said.
Can I get some Superman ice cream?
But and then later in that phone call, that's when I changed it to a milkshake.
Yeah. Oh
hey,
my
bro,
god,
that shit smacked. Hey, for those of you who have had Superman ice cream, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Why is it called Superman ice cream?
That's just how they just call it that.
What's the flavor? What's the flavor?
I can look it up, bro. Let me see.
It's like the push pops that you get from ice cream.
No, it's not like the push pops.
Those are fire. Like, what flavor is that? The push pops. What flavor is that?
I think that's sherbet.
Oh, sherbet.
I think that's sherbet.
Sherbet. Oh yeah. Probably about sherbet. How about you slap on these knobs? I mean,
like this shit.
So
what
look,
flavor is that? I'm like, it's easy. It's Superman's fucking.
Wait, what? What'd he say? Superman? What'd he say, bro? Mario's dying right now. I don't even know what he said, bro. This man tripping, bro. He's dead right now. Like, what'd you say, Mario? It's Superman what?
Because he asked, like, what flavor is it? No, that's easy, bro. The reason why they call it Superman ice cream or whatever, fuck it, is Superman's, hits his...
Hey, yo! What the fuck, bro? No, you're fucking wild, bro. You're wild as fuck.
That's crazy.
But whatever, bro. You can't find the...
So
I don't want to try... Oh.
It just says Blue Moon, Red Pop. It's because it gives me a bunch of ways that you can make it.
What the fuck?
So it's one of those things where, like, it depends on how the people make it.
All
the
right.
restaurant.
All right. Well, either way, guys, that's gonna be the end of our review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. That you guys like, what's your rating, and everything. Are you guys excited for the next one for Shredder? The Shredder. That was Danny's nickname in high school. But yeah, guys. So that's gonna be the end of our review. Thank you guys so much. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed our little chaotic episode today.
Yeah,
this was a fun one.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.
Peace out, guys.